that I was not impressed with. One of them came from a low, and my cellie, my roomie in the hospital, an old man named AJ, told me that this dirty white boy used to buy everybody ice cream, and that's how he got his patch. Also, I seen him get punked out in the elevator. Black guy called him some really bad stuff.
Alright, hey, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Convict Inc. That's the name of the channel. The guy who is speaking, his name is Rob, and he has a relatively new prison channel, and he has a very fresh perspective. He doesn't really carry himself like a traditional inmate, convict. That's what makes his channel so great. He speaks on everything from the perspective of a normal person. Everything that he says, that he experienced is like a complete shock to him once he actually gets the words out, because, you know, prison life can be very silly sometimes, and I like the fact that he recognizes that. So go check him out at Convict Inc. And what I want to speak about is the fact that he actually said that somebody got made into a notorious skinhead white supremacist prison gang, federal. This is the federal system, because he bought everybody ice cream on the yard. And the reason why I want to speak on this is because, one, it's funny, and two, it just goes to show you that prison, you hear all these stories about prison, and in order to get into a gang, you've got to, you've got to kill, you've got to stab, it's blood in, blood out. That's not necessarily the case, as we see here. It was ice cream in, ice cream out. And, yeah, it's a popularity contest. If you're a popular guy, or if you're a guy who has some sort of asset that you can provide to the gang, doesn't have to be violence related, doesn't have to be aggression, you know, it doesn't have to be fear inducing. If you have ice cream that you can provide, if you have a lot of commissary, if you have drugs, they will, you know, certain prison gangs will want to claim you because they don't want you to provide those assets to anybody else. And yes, ice cream is an asset in prison, because when you're in prison, for some reason, you're very hungry all the time because you're getting limited food. So ice cream is just to die for. So, yeah, I just want you guys to understand that prison gangs lie to you. They lie to you. When they say, hey, you can't get into this gang unless you kill somebody, that's a complete lie. And this guy, Rob, proves that on his channel because, like he said in another video, he knows a lot of guys from the Aryan Brotherhood who didn't kill anybody at all. Guys that he did time with, who we know for a fact didn't kill, who actually made it to the ABs. So, yeah, it's just, you got to think of it like this. It's just like a popularity contest. Gangs want people in their cliques who can provide assets and guys who are popular, you know, because if they can control those assets and have those people in under their flag, they can, number one, control those assets, and they don't have to worry about anybody else getting them. And two, they can have a popular guy in their clique. It's just like high school, you know. The more popular guys you have in your clique, the more notoriety you're going to have on the yard. Peace.